Welcome to your medical unit huddle for August 16th. I'm Ricky, your nurse manager. I am coming to you from the car because it's about the only place I can find time to be alone, except now I have not charge nurse Jeff sitting here in the back seat. I'm going to go ahead and read my notes that I have for this week's huddle, starting with the Carly's notes from our safety huddle, weekly safety huddle, based off of the RLs that we have for the week. So first, sedation should be assessed, documented using the Moline-Roberts scale. There have been many instances when the RASS is also charted and contradicts the Moline-Roberts scale documentation. RASS is for the PCU, ICU only. When assessing sedation, we should be looking at our patient presentation before stimulation, including assessing airway and ventilation, and then start with the lowest level of stimulation per the Moline-Roberts scale and evaluate patient response. Number two, if your patient has a change in condition, you should be phone paging the provider, not using text messaging. There will be future work around text paging versus phone paging guidance. Please let Carly know if you are interested in participating in a future work group around paging. So that means that when you have, or you need the physician to get back to you, you need to be putting in the phone number so they're calling you back, not just sending, like you would a text message on the paging system to that provider, okay? All right, read your UBC notes. When Jeff or Amy is sending out the UBC notes or the minutes from the meeting, that is for you to review. This isn't just for members of the UBC or people who attend the UBC. There's a lot of valuable information in there. So this week's UBC, we talked about turn teams, making sure that the documentation is available. Jeff is completing audits on that, and we really are not doing a great job documenting when our patients are being turned. If for some reason you are not able to complete a turn, please let your charge nurse know so that we can make other accommodations to get your patients turned. Bedside report. This should be happening. Please make sure that you guys are going to the bedside, looking at the patient, the IV fluids, wounds, all that kind of stuff. I know that you guys are going in the room and doing introductions, but you should be looking at the patient together. There is going to be some work around that as well, so be on the lookout. So yeah, the UBC rework is happening. Remember, if you are asking for an RDO, you must still sign up for your shifts. So this Sunday, the Kronos self-scheduling opens up. All of the requests have been addressed, so if you have requested an RDO, please make sure that you are still signing up for your FTE shift. So if you're part-time, you still have to sign up for 2. If you're full-time, you still have to sign up for 3. Keep that in mind. And then let's see, transport. Please make sure that your patient is ready to go. So if you're putting in patient transport, please make sure that your patient is either disconnected from IVs, if you would like them to be disconnected from the IV, or if they're being discharged, please make sure that the patient is dressed. There's just been a couple of times that transport comes up and then they have to wait on us, so please make sure that your patients are ready. The employee voice follow-up survey. So you guys took the survey back in June talking about trust. I put that information out there for you. Review that. The follow-up survey is open now through the 30th, so get on there and complete that follow-up survey. And then lastly, I want to welcome Angela. She is a PRN day shift nurse that started with us this week. So if you see Angela, say hello. And otherwise, I'm going to turn it over to your charge nurse for any current quality patient safety concerns. Jeff and I are going to the movies later, and we hope you guys have a great shift.